Hello, everybody. Preston Flat back again, as usual, with my former LDS missionary companion, and together we say, from the world headquarters of Preston Flat, from the catacombs, and indeed from deep within the bowels of Preston Flat, we welcome you to today's video. Thank you, brother. Oh, man. The other day, brothers and sisters, I was zipping along on a bus, public transportation, right here in magnificent Utah County, and we came to the Provo Transit Center, and our bus pulled right up, and then what should cross the road before our very eyes? Well, you tell 'em, son. Well, there was a whole gaggle of missionaries crossing the road. Yes, there was. There was a whole bunch of missionaries, and they were walking across the road like this. But they weren't just walking, they were carrying their suitcases. And I mean, they had the big old suitcases. I think they had about 2 suitcases each, 2 big ones. And you know what that means. It means they were headed off to their missionary lands, to their destination, wherever it would be that they felt that they were supposed to go. So these people, they just probably spent about 2 months generally at the missionary training center, and then on their day to head off and sail out into the sunset on a beautiful plain. What they do is they take the bus down there, or the transportation in one way, shape, or form, to jump on that big old train, the front runner train. Then they head on up to Salt Lake, and then they fly off to Japan or Taiwan or someplace like that. I personally flew off to Taiwan many years ago, man. So I remember what that was like. And I have to say, I admit, I'm ashamed to admit, but I'm not ashamed, that when I saw those people lined up, their whole district, their whole group, all lined up, I remembered what that was like. And I was really wanting to go with them. And I'm not even LDS anymore. But I remember the magic of that time. And just seeing them recaptured, that feeling of, man, wouldn't it be cool to just know where you're going in life, to have a plan, even if it's a plan that someone else might have helped you think through, Someone else might have helped turn the key to teach you the language or help you get the plane tickets. But anyhow, what I'm saying is you're plugged into some kind of a big, magnificent system, bigger than yourself. And all you have to do is just head out and go to wherever you're going. Now, some people, they apply to be missionaries, right? They'll send in their application, and in the olden days, you'd get a letter back in the mail that would say, son, you're going to this mission, or young lady, sister, you're going to this other mission. And so we'd always look forward to getting that in the mail and open it up. But now they have it, I guess, electronically, so it saves on paperwork. But usually the people are really excited. They think, I'm going to put in my missionary papers, and by gosh, by golly, see if I don't actually get sent to the tropics. See if I don't actually get to go to a nice, comfortable place where I can lay around on the beach and sip on coconuts and live the good life. And maybe someone will stroll past, and I'll say, what do you know about this church? And they'll say, nothing. And they'll keep walking, and you get to do that for 2 years or a year and a half. And a year and a half later, you have your nice suntan. You come back. Well, I worked hard to reach the natives of that benighted and forgotten land. And here I return trails of glory, ready to receive whatever the sheaves or whatever. Now, it is pretty cool to go on a mission and come back, and it is neat because you know that at least up to that point in your life, you've checked all the boxes. Like, okay, I'm supposed to be a return missionary. If I go on this mission, then when I come back, all these really cute looking girls are going to know that this guy's a return missionary. That means what? It means he's eligible to get married. And then all you got to do is strut around with your, your missionary look on yourself, on your face, and say, when I was a missionary, and then all these girls are going to go, a missionary. And they'll look at you, and then they'll think, oh, that's the guy for me. And it's just smooth sailing from then on. Whereas before you went on your mission, all these girls are looking at you, thinking, that guy looks pretty cool. I wonder if he's a return missionary. And then they walk up to you and start talking to you, and then you say something like, when I first got out of nursery school, I had a pacifier and a bib around my neck, and teacher used to make me peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they're thinking, that guy has not been on a mission yet. We're going to pass him up. Maybe when he gets back in 2 years, we'll see what he's become. 2 years later, he's wearing a suit and tie, just strutting off the plane. Hey everybody, return missionary here. I'm ready to get married and all this. And it's all, in theory, it's all fine and dandy unless, of course I look old now, but back in the day when I came back, man, I'd tell these young, beautiful ladies, I'd say, I'm a return missionary, by the way. And they said, yeah, right, you look like you just got out of kindergarten. Shove off, dude. That's what they'd tell me. So you got to at least have them believe that you have that accomplishment, that achievement in life, so as to be eligible. And that's only one motivation. You know, I really admire those people that believe what they believe so much that they're going to go out and represent it. Unfailingly and fearlessly, they're just going to, well, everybody's going to fail once in a while, but I mean, it's because they're all in. They really believe it. And to you people, man, I got to say you're super blessed. I don't know how it's possible to do it, but if you can get from where you are now, just believing all in it and get through life without getting distracted, without, without the ups and downs of religious life, that's my hope for you. I hope you can be blessed and all of that. But that's what it was like, and I have to say, that day, man, just last week, I thought I'd worked through the idea of being a missionary. I mean, I had fond memories of it and all. But when I saw those youthful people literally dragging their suitcases toward the big old front runner train, knowing the excitement that they are going to their mission area, I relived it. Because many years ago, 1976, I did a similar thing in Provo, Utah. What happened is we'd studied Chinese it wasn't an MTC because they didn't have the MTC back then, but they had the LTM. I'd studied it Chinese for 2 months, me and my group, and then one day they just said, dudes, now it's time to jump on the bus. We're going to bus you up to the airport, then you're going to fly to San Francisco, and then you're going to fly by way of Japan, exotic, interesting Japan. Then you're going to fly on Thai Airways to Hong Kong, and then from there you're going to go to Taiwan. And man, you can't even believe how excited I was to do that. I'd never been out of the country except just Canada. Nothing to see here, folks, just Canada. No, we went to Niagara Falls. That was cool. That's my ancestry's old stomping grounds. But anyhow, what excitement it is to leave the common life and to go to a new culture, learn a new language, and be knocking on doors and eating different food and feeling different weather, looking at different sights and sounds. And man, it's really a trippy experience. So it's strange, but all those years later, seeing those missionaries, I just remembered, yeah, that's magic right there. That place, just the fact that their minds and their hearts and everything can be so dialed in to that vibe, to be all together and going in that singular direction, man, that is a valuable thing in life. And I don't know if it's possible to have that apply in other ways. Like suppose later in life maybe they come back and they decide that maybe they're going to change course in some way. Are they somehow able to keep all of that magic? Is there some way they can just say, okay, I got the magic here, now I'm just going to put it on this thing and keep the magic going my whole life? And you can't really quantify magic perhaps in that kind of a way. But the mission does teach people goal setting, discipline. You gotta wake up a certain time every day. It teaches you how to just keep track of your life, monitor it and stuff. There's a lot that the LDS are pretty dang good at. And a lot of it you can learn on a mission. And that's if you can possibly believe in it enough to youth of today. If you can possibly believe in it enough to represent it, then maybe a mission is for you. But if you can't believe in it quite that much, well, man, you can't know everything at once. So, just keep working on it. Try to be happy in life. Try to be blessed. And accept the joy and the goodness wherever you find it. And till then, me and my former missionary companion, Elder Turdsley, we want to say to you, thanks for being with our video today, and much love. And would you please like and subscribe if you will? Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, thanks.